welcome everyone. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Jared Vanderbilt. LeBron James is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, they've got Moody. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Curry outside, a rebound by the Lakers. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
Now LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Curry against Doncic. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Butler on the wing. Six to shoot. Driving inside. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Poked away. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And Green slams it in.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Hayes. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Curry against Doncic. 5 to shoot. The kick out to LeBron. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Curry outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry looking it over. No good on the 3. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. James, the pass to Doncic. LeBron with a screen on Curry. To the wing right side. Hayes finds Finney Smith. Doncic against Curry. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. It's LeBron with the drive. And James throws it down hard.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Drives to the hoop. Curry dishes to Green. Pass to Moody. And the slam by Moody.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past. Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Curry kicks to Butler. Pulls it up. Here's Post. Tries again. The 3. A nice shot by Moody. He's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter, a third would be a problem.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. James in the post, defended by Butler. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
Knowing exactly where his guys are at all times, that's a nice dime from the King.
Doncic against Curry. They set the pick. For the three. That one doesn't drop. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Lakers ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
We've got Stephen Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Moody. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Green with a screen on Vanderbilt. Curry buries the 3 shots.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
And a deep 3 from Doncic. The offensive rebound. James kicks to Hayes. Doncic outside. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. The 3 ball from Doncic.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. James, the pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Curry against Doncic. Curry's shot is off.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses.
Oh, LeBron does it again.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
Curry, good.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
LeBron is screen on Curry. And here's Doncic from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Butler kicks to Curry. 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
James looking around. Buries it from three-point range. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to post. Outside for Curry. Here's the screen. Over Hayes. That one off the back iron and out. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Minnesota. Doncic with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
James sets the screen for Doncic. With the floater. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Doncic. Butler gets a step. Trains it from the right block. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Boy, if you want to stop Jimmy Butler, you got to bring all-out effort. This guy loves to compete.
Doncic finds James. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. They set the screen. Doncic, no good. Right side Curry. Pass to Moody. Outside for Curry. Shoots over Doncic. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And now we'll send it over to David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in? And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers.
Thanks for spending half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Alex Len out there with Hachimura. Then it's Goodwin. Then it's Connect. And it's Reeves in at the point guard position. Reeves the pass to Hachimura. And here is Goodwin. Reeves outside. It's good. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Reeves over to the left wing. Pass to Hachimura. And the layup is good.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. There's the drive. There's Looney. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Knocks it loose. Here's Reeves, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Reeves has understated size for a guard, attacking that rim.
Here's Payton. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, we spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. On the wing, Payton. Still without a basket. Goodwin with the steal.
Boy, that time he anticipated the kick out and came up with the steal.
That gives them the lead. And the Lakers lead by 2. Here's Podziemski. He's defended by Reed. Podziemski's shot is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Len sets a screen for Goodwin. Good on the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Healed from outside. That one doesn't go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Lakers leading by 3. Reeves right side. Tries a 3. Len's shot is off. Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the middle, stolen by Len. Here's Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. A 3 ball. Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors trail by 3. Now Podziemski. Kuminga screen on Reed. And the Warriors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Driving the lane.
Nice effort by Reeves that time. This wasn't going to be denied despite getting fouled.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hachimura. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Reeves at 6'5" is kind of sneaky long, and he can more than hold his own inside.
Will it go? Shot by Podziemski, no good. And here is Goodwin. It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Jimmy Butler. Curry is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And it's Doncic missing. Warriors trail by 8. Butler deciding where to go with it. Takes it inside. And no good that time. LeBron with some nice D. On the wing, Doncic. LeBron a screen on Curry. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Curry against Doncic. Outside Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Curry against Doncic. Hayes the pass to Doncic. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Back to Hayes. Clock at 6. Hayes with the screen for James. Over Green. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
There's Green with the 3. Traps in the tray. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. The 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors, trailing by 13. Pass to Post. Now, here's Moody. Over Finney-Smith. Moody's shot is off. Doncic with it. Butler covering. Doncic kicks to LeBron. Back to Doncic. Doncic steps on the gas. Oh, he misses the dunk. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Post misses the shot. Lakers leading by 13. Goes up. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one tonight. It's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Luka very intentional in what he's doing here. He understands he's going to get hit, but he's seeking out that contact and playing right through it.
Curry against Doncic. From the arc. The rebound by James. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Doncic, here we go. And the shot goes in. Doncic has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Lakers lead by 20.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
James a screen on Curry. Here's Doncic. Over to the wing. He's with it. Now Green defending. It's stolen by Green. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Curry with another miss. And the Lakers with possession here. They led the game at 1 point by 20. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
the Clippers starting group. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at small forward. And for Golden State, Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Butler. And it's Post in at center, filling out the middle. We're excited to be here for opening day tip-off, Doris. It feels like the league is in a great place.
There is no doubt, B.A., absolutely. To me, more talent in the league right now than potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year. Well, that floater right there is exactly what you would see from Steph Curry in his warm-up. He practices every shot from every angle.
Pass to Zubac. Harden surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Jones misses.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Curry, no good. We played just over a minute here in the first. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Feels good about their chances if they can prevent Kawhi Leonard from taking over. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer who can score from all 3 levels and can take your best scorer out of the game. I asked him, so what's the plan? He said, survive.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Here's Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
On the wing, Green. Leonard defending. Curry against Powell. Butler, a screen on Powell. It's a mark, and it's Curry getting it to go.
That's a play that Stephen Curry relies on, and for good reason, right? The ball handler in pick and roll, excellent decision maker, can manipulate the defense. Good work, Steph. We like watching.
Leonard with a screen on Curry, and it's Powell off the drive. And Powell with the stuff.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Shot is good by Curry.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Boy, from the charity stripe, Stephen Curry will go down as one of the best to ever do it.
Outside Harden. To the inside. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Here's Harden. Drives to the hoop. And Harden with the slam.
Well, with that frame and that power, James Harden leaves no doubt.
Curry against Powell. The 3. They get the rebound. On the wing, Green. Powell against Curry. Lets a floater go. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Harden finds Zubac. Back to Harden. Zubac, screen. 3-pointer. Harden can't hit. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Butler. Lets it fly from 18. 2 points. That one goes. And it's all not enough.
Boy, zero hesitation from Butler. He takes the pass and fires immediately.
Now here's Harden. Moody defends. And Harden with the slam.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Curry from deep three-point land. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Powell. No good on the buzzer beater. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Butler out there with Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Moses Moody. And it's Post in at the 5. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Here's Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's got 6.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, pretty play.
Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Butler, a screen on Powell. Curry gets rebounded by Los Angeles.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
The Warriors trailing. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Well, Green can operate as a point forward. This guy exceptional at breaking down the defenses. His instincts are absolutely phenomenal.
Here's Harden. Leonard outside. Butler with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. And he lays it in on the break. Butler's got his second basket on the night.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
There's a reason James Harden is always near the top of the assist charts. That ability to distribute to teammates is elite.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Leonard against Green. Shot on the wing. Leonard can't get it to go.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Oh, Leonard right through the defender.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Curry surveys. Outside for Green. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Leonard for 3. Unable to get that one. Green with the defensive effort to win the run. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to Powell. Pass to Harden. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. That's good from Harden. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
56 seconds left in the first half of this one. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Butler from downtown, and Post gets it to go. Post has got his first 3 points of the game.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Curry. He gets it in there. And the Clippers lead by 6.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Leonard. And then Harden with the jam.
Well, James Harden will go down as one of the great scorers in NBA history, and when he gets his groove going, look out, folks.
They set the pick. The three from Curry. Not going to go that time. And it's Powell off the drive. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's, all right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end. Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
And it's time now for the... That does it for halftime.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Amir Coffey. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Batum in at the 4. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovic, no good. Warriors trail by 6. Pajemski into the lane. Pass to Kuminga. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
These are his first free throws of the game. So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Outside Pajemski. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul. Healed against Bogdanovic. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Batum, the pass to Bogdanovic. Clock at 6. Unloads. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Simmons has gotten his first basket of the night.
This is a real specialty of Ben Simmons, the ability to go after it on the glass.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Eubanks, the pass to Coffey. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
The shot by Podziemski, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Batum outside. Pass to Simmons. The shot misses. Looney with some nice D. Here's Payton. And again, no good by Golden State. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Simmons. Out to the right wing. And here's Eubanks. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. No one covering. And the Clippers lead by 8.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Looney passes to Hield. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Right side Simmons. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Coffey. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Kuminga. Hey, get out of the way! Kuminga sends it home.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Back to Simmons. Bogdanovich from long range. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got 4 rebounds now to the paint. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Eubanks. Back to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
Warriors trail by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Podziemski. That three's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
On the court.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Curry against Powell. Butler, a screen on Powell. And here's Curry for 3. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Stephen Curry. Butler out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Moody, and it's Post in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
We've always known James Harden is a thirsty scorer, and if you get him out in transition, look out. He's going to be aggressive.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Curry. There's a screen. Oh, denied.
What a great defensive play by Ivica Zubac. This guy just gives you great effort defensively.
Puts it up off the inbound. And Post gets it to go. Here's Harden. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Powell outside. Back to Harden. Launches a three. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's Curry for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Curry's got 24 points.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Harden, the pass to Jones. Into the lane. Oh, misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Great positioning on the putback. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. And Harden with the slam.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Outside for Butler. Pass to Post. Over Jones. Post shot no good. The Clippers lead by 9. Left side Jones. Zubac's with it. Takes a 13-footer. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Ideally, you're trying not to send Stephen Curry to the line, but this guy creates those situations with his instinct and his ability.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Powell.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's the pick. Left side, Harden. Simmons, the pass to Jones. 6 to shoot. And it's Simmons missing.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that. That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless. Curry continues to add to his resume.
Leonard outside. Here's the 3. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
The 3 from Curry sinks the tray. Curry's got 8 points here in the quarter.
It is indisputable, not debatable. It's over. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter who's ever lived.
That one goes. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 9. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks too.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's Curry. Good D by Simmons.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:07 left in the game. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And the Warriors with another 3.
Steph Curry is so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Now here's Harden. Moody defends. Zubac screen. Outside Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. From 8 feet. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
Butler with a steal. The savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
That's the end of the game.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce.
Clippers starting five. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, they've got James. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the one spot.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
Here we are, Greg, in game one of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
And here is Doncic. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
To the inside, and the dunk by Zubac.
And we have witnessed Harden becoming a dynamic playmaker over time, including improving as a distributor.
The kick out to LeBron. Doncic with a screen on Leonard. James with it, outguarded by Simmons. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Known as a point forward, James excels at facilitating the offense and making his teammates better. One of the best to ever do it.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Leonard against Doncic. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Doncic, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And it's on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Leonard looking around. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Why he's such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Jones finds Harden. Now Simmons. Outside Leonard. Simmons, a screen on James. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard, again, the Clippers.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Great showing for him last season. 5th in steals, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And as you pointed out, he was top 5 in steals last season. Just a lethal combination of great physical ability and acute mental preparation. It's good. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
It's tipped. Kicks it out to LeBron. Doncic with a screen on Leonard. Leonard against James. Back to Doncic. Vanderbilt with the screen. And Doncic. Here we go. The rebound by Harden. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard inside. Covered by LeBron. Leonard no luck. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lays it up off the glass. He has 5.
Like, at this point in time, like, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Harden up top. Guarded by Doncic. Back to Harden. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Ben Simmons is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the 3. Now, here's Doncic. Kicks it out to James. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Lakers second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now, Doncic. James Harden missing on the 3. Doncic kicks to Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Offensive rebound. James outside. Fires for 3. From range, LeBron is good.
LeBron really added this into his game later in his career, becoming a threat from deep.
Simmons on the wing. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Out to Doncic. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Man, you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got to get out.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
The three ball from Doncic.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Harden against Doncic. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Doncic with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Leonard. Simmons sets a screen for Leonard. In the paint, Kawhi gets it done.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And Doncic, here we go. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Zubac, a screen on Doncic. The 3 from Harden. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Leonard against Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
With it. Outside for Simmons. 6 to shoot. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Simmons got his first bucket in this one.
Love the assertive approach from Simmons, refusing to let the contact get to him.
Here's Doncic. It's good. And the Lakers lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harden surveying the D. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the Thunder. 8:30 Eastern time for the tip there.
2 of the best teams.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're getting good.
Thank you for being with us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Rui Hachimura out there with Len. Then it's Goodwin. Then it's Connect. And it's Reeves in at the guard position. That's the Laker 5. Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Pass to Eubanks. Back to Powell. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Powell's got 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Back to Reeves. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. With the shot. Kept alive. Goodwin kicks to Hachimura. Here's Connect. Still yet to score. Len with a screen on Powell. Here's Reeves. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Powell.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
There's the pick. Coffee passes to Eubanks. For the tie, driving in, and rebounded by Connect. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Pass to Hachimura. Drills it from outside. Hachimura's got his first 3 points of the game.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? And he told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Reeves against Powell. That's a good one. Here's Hachimura. Eubanks grabs the miss.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers leading by 3. Here's Goodwin.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Jacks up a 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Hachimura kicks to left. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Oh, you expect Rui to finish that play, but when a guy is this open, he makes a quality pass.
Batum screen on Reeves. Here's Powell, kicks it out to Bogdanovich. There's a good screen for the tie. The Lakers with the rebound. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Len sets a screen for Goodwin. Len high post. And it's good for 2. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Eubanks. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Hachimura with it. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Hachimura's got 6.
Hachimura is a threat from out there. Gotta stay connected to him.
Bogdanovich wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And let's take a listen now to Coach.
Let's fight through it, okay? We got screen back.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. Vanderbilt a screen on Leonard. And here's Doncic from the arc. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Chalk up 2 there. And 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. LeBron with a screen on Simmons. Simmons against Doncic. Pass to LeBron. Doncic with a screen for James. Another shot. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Screen by Leonard. Harden kicks to Leonard. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Nice D from Doncic. Out to the right wing. Finney-Smith. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
What a game from Harden, filling it up. James, look, everyone knows this man is just a gifted scorer.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Into the lane. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Inside, here's Hayes. Over Simmons. And again, it's the Lakers.
The minute that man walks into the gym, LeBron James is in his range.
And Harden with the stop.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Harden against LeBron.
There is no one better at drawing fouls than James Harden. It can be frustrating for a defender. It's an art that he has mastered.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Doncic with a screen on Leonard. James in the post. Simmons is there. Here's Doncic. Over Leonard. That's good from Doncic on the assist by LeBron. And that's now 24 points for Luka Doncic. Zubac with the screen for Harden. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Harden. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Simmons against Doncic. Doncic with a screen on Leonard. Oh, the athletic move by LeBron James.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Leonard against James. Leonard inside, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
.52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Yes, certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Second team foul.
43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's LeBron. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
James, a screen on Simmons.
Clippers foul. Kawhi Leonard. That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9.
At the line for Los Angeles.
Well, free throws good from Doncic.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
Now here's Leonard. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so for 7. Now Golden State's starting 5. Butler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Lakers, they've got LeBron James. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And that one, good. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Pass to Post. To the paint, here's Butler. The shot will not fall. LeBron with some nice D. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Curry deciding where to go with it. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Doncic against Curry. Here's Doncic. Last game he had 28 points. Pass to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. No good with the triple. And it's the Warriors' ball. 4-point game. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games. So good at reading the defenses, and James anticipating when they overcommitted.
Curry passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Doncic. And it's in there. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Green with a screen for Curry. Beyond the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I mean, what's new? Steph, 3 more.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. And now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. For 3, drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 9 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's so many years in the NBA. You would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Now, here's Doncic. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He has 5.
LeBron shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
Curry kicks to Green. Butler is screen on LeBron. Fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. Pass to Moody. To the middle. Tries again. And Green with the lay-in.
Tough shot from Draymond Green, but he brings this out of his squad and frustrates the opponent.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Green. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep, LeBron.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two.
Jimmy. Kind of fun when you have a fast break where guys want to join you. And Jimmy Butler, he's a member of the party.
Curry against Doncic. And it's Curry with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Green.
Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Out there with James. Then it's Jackson Hayes. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
But I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit.
LeBron does it again!
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Curry against Doncic. There's the pick. It's Curry with the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Doncic feeling it out. Shot clock at 5. Doncic drops the hammer.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Green with a screen for Curry. Pass to Green. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Oh, Doncic getting it done in transition.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Doncic against Curry. Here's Hayes. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hayes has got 5.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
James outside. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Green. The kick outside to Butler. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Doncic finds James. Back to Doncic. James the best to Doncic. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's Curry outside. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
Teardrop shot. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a... mission to get him out of this hole.
James sets the screen for Doncic. The kick out to LeBron. Back to Doncic. Floats one up. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And here is Curry. He's got 17. Shoots over Doncic. Curry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Doncic. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break with third quarter basketball.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your...
Now let's take a moment and... That is more than enough.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Looney. Hield is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the small forward. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
Reeves outside. That's a floater go, and it's Looney with the rebound.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Podziemski. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And here's Reeves outside. Oh, and he almost... Folks, the coach's challenge has been an issue.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Here's Reeves. He's defended by Podziemski. Hachimura with a screen on heel. Goodwin, good. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Lakers lead by 14.
I love how aggressive Connect is off the catch. Shots like that, he belongs in this league.
Kuminga, no good.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Len, and the dunk by Len.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Pass to Kuminga. Payton with the screen for Kuminga. The offensive rebound. Payton looking around. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Looney, and that one, good. Looney's got his first 2 points of the night.
Kind of a simple job for Looney out there, but he's willing to do it. Gets into the middle and fights for that board.
Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reeves has got 6 here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Goodwin, covered by Heel. Goodwin kicks to Hachimura. For Heel. Hachimura, no good. On the wing, Payton. Shoots over Hachimura. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Regain control. Come on now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Lakers lead by 16. We've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's James. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Back to Hayes. Pass to LeBron. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. James has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Los Angeles. Here's Curry. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Back to Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic is... At 29 in the game.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
James looking around. And he drives in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James sets the screen for Doncic. Over Curry. And James gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
LeBron James has developed that outside shot effective from that area on the floor.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Doncic kicks to LeBron. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Butler against Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Making the most of the screen. That's power stuff.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Doncic. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. And Hayes throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Vanderbilt a screen on Butler. Doncic, no good. Warriors trail by 21. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Off target from outside.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And the turnover again by Golden State.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Doncic. Again, Los Angeles.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Hayes. Doncic against Curry. Floats it up for James. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Golden State ball.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. And a deep three from Curry. It's hauled in by LeBron. Fires from way outside. Can't connect. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and
game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler out there with Green. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Post in at the 5. Powell finds Harden. Shot clock at 5. Leonard with a screen on Curry. From about 16. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Leonard.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard is so opportunistic, and he has the length to create those second chances.
The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Jones. Leonard with a screen on Butler. Here's Jones. The shot off that time. Green with the defensive effort. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, BA, I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
No good on the second free throw. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
And here's Curry for 3. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Harden against Curry. Jones with a screen on Curry. Harden from outside. Hits the three-pointer.
James Harden understands answering a 3 with your own 3 negates any momentum of your opponent.
Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Jones against Butler. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. From the arc, it's deflected. Outside for Butler. Second chance shot. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, the pick and roll game of Jimmy Butler gets better every year. He has a better and better understanding of what to take advantage of.
Now here's Harden. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Zubac's shot is off. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Harden. Pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
Green for 3. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers lead by 4. Zubac, screen. Harden, the pass to Powell. Always a nice way to start. Takes his first one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Warriors have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Outside Butler. Pass to post. Butler, a screen on Zubac. Oh, stolen by Harden. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Curry, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And Powell with the stuff.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
3-pointer, Harden. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green. Then there's Butler. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. Count that bucket.
With his frame and craftiness, James Harden should be an excellent offensive rebounder. Nice second chance opportunity there.
The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Leonard with the ball. Green picks him up. Powell for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Powell's got 7 points.
Powell can really shoot it from 3. That's a great possession for this team.
Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Jones against Curry. Pass to Post. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Powell's shot is off. Warriors trail by 12. Curry with it. 9 points in the game. And Curry with the take. And the layup is good off the glass. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you keep the defense off guard with a suddenness there. The burst on the drive by Stephen Curry.
Harden surveying the D. Shoots over Curry. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Green. Tipped. Here's Jones. Leonard up top. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
But so far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league. I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
There's the triple. Offensive rebound. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Warriors trail by 13. Butler passes to Green. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the Warriors miss again.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
We've always known James Harden is a thirsty scorer. And if you get him out in transition, look out. He's going to be aggressive.
Curry, no good.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Jones against Butler. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Harden against Curry. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Powell. Zubac screen from the high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the more Norman Powell makes these shots, the more confidence he gains, the more of a problem he becomes.
Curry with another miss.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Curry against Powell.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Give the assist to
Jacks up a 3. That won't go either for Curry. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, I think for the Warriors, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have big.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Clippers. And that's a wrap on.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Drew Eubanks out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Good on the second one. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
Nah, in practice, maybe. But although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Pass to Coffey. Puts up a 3. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Inside. Outside Bogdanovic. Here's Coffey. Here's Batum. Counted from distance.
You can't allow Nicholas Batum a free look from 3. This guy is a knockdown shooter.
Outside Podziemski. Kuminga with a screen on Simmons. He drops it from range. Podziemski's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pure from 3-point range.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Podziemski. Sweet little floater. Podziemski's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Simmons with it. Takes the 3. And it's Bogdanovic that time on the assist by Simmons. Bogdanovic has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 20. Now Simmons. Yet to see a basket. Batum's shot is off.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Coffey. Batum against Payton. Back to Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Gets the three ball to go. Coffey's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Hield against Bogdanovich. Pass to Batum. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Stephen Curry is second. Bogdanovich third.
From the free throw line, those two were almost automatic last year. What great assets they are late in the game.
Lets the three fly. And Los Angeles another three.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Drops in the three.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Pass to Eubanks. Takes a three. The shot no good. Warriors trail by 21. Hield from outside. And the Warriors with another three.
The stop and the pop by Buddy Hield.
Now here's Simmons. He's scoreless. Outside Bogdanovich. Simmons looking around. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pajemski. Three-pointer, no good. The Clippers lead by 21. Pass to Coffey. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Coffey's got 6 in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Eubanks the screen. And here's Batum beyond the arc. Looney grabs a miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pajemski with it. Picked up by Eubanks. Down low. Here's Looney. And Looney with the slam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Simmons, the pass to Bogdanovich. Simmons with a screen on Hield. Pass to Eubanks. And the three-pointer goes. Eubanks, he's got 6 points. Now here's Kuminga. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles with a commanding. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
You gotta make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right?
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Los Angeles leading by 22. So on the floor for Golden State, we've got Green, Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Post in at the center position. Now here's Batum. Here's Simmons, hauled in by Curry.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's got 5 rebounds tonight. Batum outside. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Now here's Curry. Butler can't get it to go. Bogdanovich against Curry. Pass to Coffey. Now Bogdanovich. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Harden from outside. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Zubac with a screen on Curry. Harden from outside. Good! Another from three.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Now here's Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with a three. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Oh, stolen by Harden. Green against Leonard. Here's Zubac. Powell outside. 5 on the clock. Leonard with a screen on Curry from behind the arc. Harden misses. The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And stolen by Leonard. Outside Harden. Pass to Zubac. All sorts of time. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Powell against Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Curry. Will it go? Jones grabs the board. Powell against Curry. Powell outside. Pass to Harden. Outside Jones. Leonard with the ball. Green covering. Shot by Leonard, no good. Well, the Warriors shooting 35% so far in this one.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for James Harden.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Harden misses.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
And he lobs it up top.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Leonard with a screen on Curry. Harden finds Leonard. Back to Harden. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. We saw two different teams tonight. One, Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke.
Lakers starting group. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's James. Then there's Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Ben Simmons is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that off-season work.
Harden against Doncic. Leonard with the screen on Doncic. Here's Harden, and he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
James, a screen on Simmons. Here's Doncic. Kicks it out to LeBron. Doncic with a screen for James. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Vanderbilt. Rebound by the Clippers. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Harden with that catch and release, lightning quick.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic with it, outguarded by Simmons, stolen by Jones. Harden outside, from outside the arc. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
James against Jones. LeBron's shot is good.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work because he knows what he's doing down there.
Harden surveying the D. Outside Leonard. Fires the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
LeBron against Zubac. The drive by James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
Harden outside. Leonard with a screen on Doncic. Right side Leonard. Over Doncic. And it's Leonard. That time an assist by Harden. Leonard's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
And Doncic throws it down.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Leonard against Doncic. Leonard the pass to Simmons. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. It's really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Harden has a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Pass to Simmons. Here he goes. And James pulls it down. The Lakers trail. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Kicks it out to James. Doncic with a screen for LeBron. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. All going up court. Back to Simmons. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those two.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top, leading by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Simmons, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Zubac finds Jones. Leonard. Zubac, the pass to Jones. Harden up top, guarded by Doncic, and the basket by Harden.
Anytime you can get Harden or look down low, that's good offense.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Here's Simmons, LeBron with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
The 3 for Doncic. Oh, Doncic with a confident 3 ball.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Zubac, a screen on Doncic. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Stolen by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Stolen by Jones.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena.
Putting those passing skills to work. LeBron, truly a gifted passer.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The vision that Harden has displayed over his career, simply elite.
Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you, and for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace. Incredibly versatile at the defensive end. Kawhi Leonard can lock you down.
And Simmons kicks to Harden. Down low. That's tipped. James against Simmons. Pass to Vanderbilt. Kicks it out to James. Lakers passing it around. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Finney Smith a threat both under the basket and way out beyond the arc. He's got great range.
Harden against Doncic. And the jam by Harden.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
LeBron outside and stolen by Simmons. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
LeBron against Jones. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. 5 to shoot. Jones sets the pick for Harden. And it's the Clippers scoring again. Lakers trail by 6. James looking around. To end the run. Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic with a screen on Harden. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. With us, all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they...
And now here's something that's... And that'll do it for...
And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Len connect out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Reeves in at the 1. Len's shot is off.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Bogdanovich, and he comes up with the deuce. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves, and the 3-ball is good.
Austin Reeves is an absolute laser. Makes it look easy from out there.
Powell against Reeves, and the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Bogdanovich. From deep. The shot that time, not on target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Outside, Batum. 5 on the clock. Here's Coffey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at
you. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. And he banks in the layup. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Cloak loose. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Clock at 6. An easy 2 points on the layup. Reeves has got 7 points in the game.
Reeves at 6'5" is kind of sneaky long, and he can more than hold his own inside.
They set the pick. Pass to Eubanks.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Back to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers leading by 4. Nice move. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know, that's where the high release point of Batum worked to his advantage. Allowed him to get that shot off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Powell against Reeves. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hachimura with a screen on Powell. Pass to Hachimura. The tray. They get it again. Goodwin kicks to Hachimura. Reeves against Batum. Second shot opportunity. Reeves can't hit. Clippers leading by 5. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Goodwin. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game. Glenn grabs the board. Reeves left side. Gannett with a wide open look. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Dalton, 3 points. Substitution on the court.
Harden way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead. And let's take a listen now to Coach.
Keep attacking, all right? Nah, come on, be aggressive.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Down on the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Simmons is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Clippers?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Just 5 on the clock. And the jam by Harden.
Another guy who can light up the scoreboard. Harden is a stat sheet stuffer.
LeBron with a screen on Simmons. Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Harden. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden the pass to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers, trailing by 5. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. LeBron against Harden. Leonard inside. The layup off target.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
James sets the screen for Doncic. Pass to LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Harden against Doncic. Jones with the screen on Doncic. Now, here's Zubac. He's tightly guarded. Clock at 4. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the chin by Leonard.
Very few players have the combination of power and athleticism that Kawhi has. Electric.
Simmons against Doncic. And Hayes kicks to Vanderbilt. Doncic against Simmons. Doncic passes to James. Oh, LeBron does it again.
LeBron delivering in the key moments. Huge basket from the King.
Doncic against Harden. With the drive. And yes, it's good. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
And here's James outside. LeBron with another miss. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard finagling one in close.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Doncic kicks to James. Driving to the basket. Finney Smith finds Vanderbilt. Lakers passing it around. Here's Doncic. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Harden outside. Zubac with the screen for Harden. To the paint. Simmons, a screen on Doncic. Here's Harden. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
LeBron outside. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
James never lets up. He is absolutely fearless down the stretch.
Doncic against Harden. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Coming onto the floor for your player, number 15.
To the middle. And the rejection by LeBron. And they get it back. Harden, no good. And the Lakers with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Hayes with the screen for LeBron. That 3 off the mark. Simmons with it. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.